Hey, welcome to the channel. This is MattCam89, and today we're going to be doing GameStop unboxings. So if you've been on their website recently, they have, and I think they actually currently have a pro sale that's going on. So I decided to pick up a couple of modern games and also got a good amount of retro games, particularly N64. Got a pretty good haul. They actually had, if you were able to catch it, they actually had a buy two, get one free. So I got a good amount of N64 games. Now, obviously, it's not a mystery because I know what I got, but I have not actually looked at anything. So whatever I take out of these packages and the box here, that'll be my first time seeing the condition. So we'll see how we do for the N64 games and a lot of the retro games that I had purchased. I have 3 boxes here. I am waiting on one to come in tomorrow. 2 N64 games. So at least for this unboxing, I'll have 4 of the 6 N64 games that I got. Like I said, I also got some modern day games too because they were so cheap. I think one of them I got for $1. And a couple of those I actually threw in the box here because I did a store pickup. So I picked those up. And I'll note which ones were part of that store pickup versus the ones that I haven't seen at all. So let's get into it. I did open the box already to make it a little bit easier for me. All right, so typically I don't buy a lot of retro games from GameStop. Every once in a while I'll pick up a few PS3 games from them. But a lot of times if you go on their website, there isn't much to choose from. But they've been taking in a lot of trade-ins now. And the local GameStop that I go to, they were actually selling retro games, but they were keeping it hidden. So you had to ask to see them. And then the last time I was there to check out what they had informed me that they're starting to send everything to their warehouse. So it looks like they're not going to be putting them out or selling them in store, at least in my area, but they'll be sending them out to their warehouses so that they can go on their website. So it's kind of a thing where you just have to periodically be checking their website to see what's going on as far as availability goes for games. So the first game that I picked up is a Call of Duty title that is for the Xbox One. This is one I did a store pickup for. All of the Xbox One titles are actually in store pickup. So Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, fun game. I always enjoy going back to these games. I enjoy their campaigns, multiplayer, even playing against bots is a lot of fun. So, you know, can't go wrong with a Call of Duty game, especially cheap. I think this was sub $5. So great to have in the collection. I also got a couple of games for the kids. So I ended up picking this game up rather cheap as well. And that is Lego Worlds for the Xbox One. If you were following my other video, I had scored in Xbox One thrifting. I cleaned that out, put fresh thermal paste in it, got my daughter all set up. So now she has Lego Worlds that she can play on her own Xbox One. And I did pick this game up. I did play a little bit of it back when it first released, but it was always a title that I wanted to revisit and play. And that is Watch Dogs for the Xbox One. Again, this was a couple of bucks. They have a huge sale going on, and if you're a pro member, you got additional savings on top of what the sale was already. This is the game that I got for $1. And this is Star Wars Battlefront. I know it's an old game. But my daughter actually enjoys playing this with me, so I got her own copy so that we can play together LAN or over the internet. And that's Star Wars Battlefront. Alright, so those were all the games that I did the in-store pickup, so I had already seen those, made sure that they worked, things of that nature. But everything that I'm going to be showing you now is things that I have not seen. I did not check the conditions, so in this box, it looks like there is a couple of N64 titles. All right. And I'll try to show you first. I saw the back label. The back label looked pretty good. And the first one is Yoshi's Story for the N64. And it seems to be in really good condition. Back label is good. It's nice and clean. The inside pins, you're probably not going to be able to see that, but seems like it'll work no problem. The front label is great. And that is Yoshi's Story for the Nintendo 64. I have not played this game actually, so I'm excited to check this out. There isn't too many cartridge-based systems that I'm collecting for at the moment. N64 is one of the few. So I'm glad I happened to stumble across this sale that's happening. All right, let's see what the next one is. It looks like obviously they're all in bags, so. All right, looks like a gold card. So if I had to guess, this is probably going to be The Legend of Zelda. And that is the gold card variant of The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Great game. I'll try to see if they listed the prices. I can't remember what I paid for everything, but I know it was a pretty good deal for this one. I'll list the prices either. I'll put it in the description below as I'm showing you these. But this seems to be in really good condition. The label is nice and clean. The back label has a little bit of scratches on it, but nothing to complain about. The inside looks, maybe later I'll clean it out with a Q-tip to get a better idea, but everything seems pretty good so far. So far, GameStop coming in with the buy two get one free N64 plus sales titles here. All right, so the last one for this box. Obviously, I know what this is, but at least for you guys watching, that is Star Fox 64. Believe it or not, this is another one that I never owned as a kid and never actually played it. So I was excited to see this as one of the available titles for their sale. From what I can see, yeah, label seems to be in great condition. The back as well. The card itself, great condition, no markings on it. So far, very happy with the games that I got from GameStop. As far as N64 now, as far as what I have today, there is one more N64 game. And I have two more that's on the way, so I'll save that for another video. It's supposed to be in tomorrow. All right, this one. Now, I did get a couple of other games too that are not N64, so this feels like that package. And the first title is Dante's Inferno. The disc sounds like it's loose because as soon as I put it up, I heard it fall. It's kind of banging around there. So let's see. So far the N64 titles have been great. Yeah, the disc is loose, but it's actually in pretty good condition. I don't know if you can really see that, but great condition despite being out of the case. It does not have the manual, which is a little disappointing. I'm pretty sure this game did have a manual, but not a big deal. Game that's kind of been on my wish list, and they had it available for their sale, so can't complain on that. All right, the next game. This one I thought was a pretty good deal. I got this for $17. And that is Wii Sports. This is a game that if you own a Wii, you need to have this. This is a must-have. A lot of fun. And I don't have the Resort version either, so I'll have to eventually get that as well. I want to say that one was quite a bit more money. Looks like it's complete in box. I'll check the disc here. But, I mean, these are so frequent. There's so many of them. The disc isn't that great. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but looks like it needs to be wiped down a little bit. Nothing major as far as scratches go, but definitely needs a nice cleaning to make sure that that'll run okay. That is Wii Sports for the Nintendo Wii. All right, and the last game in this package is a modern game, and this game was $5, and it should be brand new. And that is the Day 1 edition of the Callisto Protocol. I've not played this. I did watch it on YouTube. I think the Rad Brad, I watched it. Looked pretty cool. If you like that Dead Space type of games, this seems like it's right up that alley. So for $5 to get a physical copy of the Callisto Protocol, I think that's a great deal. But it's as complete as it will be for modern games. So excited to get that for $5. I think the Xbox version was a little bit more money. I think that's why I probably went with the PlayStation version. All right, in the last game, kind of stinks that they didn't all send together. That way I could just have one video. But the last game that I have is also a Nintendo 64. This is a great game to have in the collection, so I'm excited to own it. And that is Super Mario 64. Also looks like it is in great condition label-wise. The back also in great condition. The card itself in great condition. Again, I'll clean these before I play them, but typically with N64 games, they, unless they're in really, really terrible shape, they typically work. So they're typically well built. And that's everything that I got for GameStop so far. Tomorrow I'll have another one, so maybe I'll do a short or just a really short video on that one, unless I combine it with a pickups video or something like that. But that's everything. How do you think I made out? I think GameStop did a great job. I know a lot of people like to, talk them down, but I think for this haul, I think especially for the mix of games that I got, I think they did a pretty good job. So, GameStop is what it is. They're a corporate business, so they're always gonna have their haters and their loyal fan base. I try to keep it unbiased. I go there, I enjoy it. Sometimes it's not so great, is what it is. But you got to give the good with the bad, and in this case, I think they did a great job. What do you think was the best game that I got out of this sale? Let me know in the comment section below. Honestly, it's really hard for me to pick my favorite game out of this lot because these were all ones that I chose. So I knew what I was getting. I knew these were all games that I wanted. As far as nostalgia wise, I would probably say this is the best game. I mean, as a kid, I absolutely loved this game. Poured hours and hours and hours into it. The story was so captivating. Um, just seeing the day and night cycles and how the characters reacted to that day and night cycle, like as a kid, that blew my mind. So I would probably have to go with this being my favorite one out of this haul, but I think these are all great games. So thank you for watching. Thank you for all those that have been supporting the channel. Please like, share, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe because it does help me, especially a young channel like this. And as always, God bless.